employ different strategies. So here, guys, now I'm on camera for the first time here in the room. Notice anything different? Yeah, for my Saturday was my 28th wedding anniversary. So my wife and I don't typically, we've agreed not to give each other presents because then we got into this escalating present war, and we said, all right, let's not do that. So, is it just me? The camera's really choppy. Anyways, so I said, well, here's a gift I will give you. I'll give you basically me, my younger self. So I colored my beard so I look like I did a while back. Mike, are you on, Mike? Mike, I can't hear
you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Brian.
Maybe if I do this. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, it'd probably help if I turn the mic on.
That's always helpful.
Yeah. Wondering why it's so choppy today for some reason.
If you're happy and you know it.
Yeah, Mark, it's a very narrow path to walk, isn't it? I've been there for many a year. 28 of them, in fact.
Not very long. I don't know how much longer I can go with this beard. It's starting to really annoy me. So.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a secret, Mike. There's an itchy period. It varies by person, but you will get past that where it's not itchy anymore, and then you'll just be able to stroke it all the time. So in comfort without it being itchy. So you got to get past that. Let the birds move in. When birds are nesting, you know you've made it.
Definitely. A little bit. So, what was the big trader today? I know NEO was probably on everybody, and MNRA was another one, right?
Well, mRNA was the big trade for me today, but yeah, it depends what you're watching. I mean, there was a bunch that actually moved really well, depending where your focus was.
Yeah. Microsoft. Looking at Microsoft, see what it did. Oh, Microsoft. Oh.
Yeah, careful what you search there, Thor, because I searched something like, I don't even remember searching it, but I'm getting like ads all over the place for like luscious beard products. It's driving me a little.
Well, you never know when you need a luscious beer product.
Yeah, well,
That's
it's guys with impressive beards. I'll give them that. Very well coiffed, impressive beards. But then for some reason, because they thought they were serving me these ads on beards, then I noticed that I started getting all the ads on manscaping products, which I'm like, this is going too far. Like I don't think I need this in my life. Thank you. But anyways,
your swimming days are over.
I've learned more about about home manscaping than I ever wanted to know. Thankfully, thank you.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you plug it into Facebook, you plug it on your computer, then all of a sudden the algo's got you, and you're in trouble.
Exactly. The sales engines take over, and you're there's no escape.
There's no escape from the manscaping.
Really.
Look at Spy is just ripping it. IMRN is going the other way. No shares for short there.
Microsoft. I wonder what this looked on the 1 minute. That would have been a tough one to take. That one right there. Tough one. So I know John isn't here, but did anybody else take any high of the day breaks today? I took a couple on Microsoft, but
yeah, you could do that for sure.
Nash, Tesla high of the day breaks. Where are you at? There. Phew. Look at those. Nice high of day breaks on Tesla. I'm impressed too to be able to trade that high of a price stock with a breakout type strategy. That's impressive. I haven't been able to trade over the $400 stocks. Those ones have gotten me. Those are the tough ones. I think it's the spread that scares me too much afterwards.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, sorry. Do they move different, or is it just your fear of the price?
I think they move different, right? Because I think you get a higher spread. So after it makes a pop, it tends to be jumpy instead of smooth and won't just kind of tick up or kind of hold in slow tick down. You get the up and down, up and down, up and down, which that is what gets me going. That gets my heart rate going like, So, kind of like mRNA was doing this morning.
Yeah, I was glad I got an early trade on mRNA, because when I was in it and watching the price action, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, if I had to take a trade here, I probably would have been panicked out, because it was the amount that it would move tick to tick was insane.
So Mark Clark out on YouTube's asking Peter if you could share any high points of your mountain pass strategy, as he's working on one similar to it.
High points? You mean like key
highlights,
key elements?
Key points, probably.
Oh, the entry. Well, Mark, you're specifically asking about the entry trigger. For me, after it makes, and I do outline this in the full strategy workshop that we do, but for me, once it makes that second high, you have two choices of entries. You either wait for the completion of the second full 1 minute candle after it makes the second high or second low. So you want to see it move two candles in the same direction. Then you go in entry, and it's at the point of that second failed high. Is your stop loss, or you wait for the moving average to cross, and then you use same stop, right? The top or bottom, whatever. Anyways, where that second high or low failed, but now because you have a bigger stop, you have to wait farther to get profit on it. So the second entry at the moving average is a little safer, but you have to have wider stops.
Damn.
I have to make sure I'm in the camera frame here.
How's the camera doing? So, let's Buy moving up.
Wow. XLK.
Technology
So,
just continuing to.
yeah. It's just on fire. What else can you say? It's where money's going back into.
Yeah,
Just
look at
was
that.
took a little bit of a break.
Oh. AMD pushing back up to that high of day. Ooh, looked like it was going to break down, and psych, not right now.
How did NVIDIA do? Oh yeah, it shot too. Skyrocketed through.
420. And look, Nvidia's at 420.
Look at that.
Intel. All the semiconductors have been on similar run today. Big same path. Nvidia had the least direct route.
Apple went nice too. Man, that is. If you could have got that break right there on the Apple, right around 10 o'clock today, never look back. I wonder what that looks like on the 1 minute.
Let's see.
See what it
Magic 8 Ball is about to be proven.
What was
Got
the
it.
question
Window.
on the Magic 8 Ball?
Will it break 1650 today? It touched 1650 and pulled back. So it's flirting with it. Look at the high of day on Tesla. It is exactly $1,650.00. It looks like it. It looks like it's going to break
Oh
it, but you
yeah.
never know.
Does it want
It's
to?
now
Yes,
touched
there it is. Oh no, up and down.
the same.
It definitely has a lot of orders up there at 1650. I don't know if it's gonna be able to.
Does it? I'm not seeing anything on level 2.
1650. I got 86.
Huh?
6 orders
Really?
in there. Yeah.
Why don't I don't see anything.
Well, now that it's dropped down to 1642. I mean, yeah, I got Tesla. Here's my montage. Somewhere is my cursor. Yeah, here, let me pop it out. Pop out. Tesla. There we go. I got 82, 1650 right there. You don't have that,
Huh.
Peter?
Not at all.
Interesting. So as we're getting about ready to go into the close, about 20 minutes, pull up the earnings real quick for everybody, so we can do a quick recap of them. We got, oh, this is the morning, apologize. Let me get after the market close today. We got IBM, Logitech seems to be the two big ones, even though Logitech's reporting at 9 p.m. Eastern, so I don't think we'll watch them at all. IBM's at 410, so I might stick around just to see what they're gonna do. It might be a little interesting. Not much else this afternoon. And then tomorrow morning, before the market opens, I think Coke is our big one. In the morning, reporting at 5:55 a.m. Eastern. Lockheed Martin. And then Philip
That's an
Morris.
Things go better with Coke.
Yes. So that one should be a good one. Lockheed Martin, I'm interested in. I think mainly because I'm a military guy and I always just kind of keep an eye on them. But they got
Yeah.
revenue growth expected, which is pretty nice. Tesla looking like it rejected that 1650 pretty
Yeah,
hard.
pretty soundly.
Bring that back up for everybody.
Ooh.
I saw a fake tweet from the Coca-Cola company. I think it was over the weekend, where it said, 2020's been so bad, effective immediately, we're adding the cocaine back in.
It's pretty good.
That's good. I just keep looking at silver and gold going higher, and I feel like I need to bail, but I just don't want to.
You're just like, I just can't. I want silver to
just
go
can't.
up. I got actual silver that I need to try to get rid of. So
Okay. Well,
Like a pile of silver?
yeah, so I got old quarters.
What are you, a bridge troll?
No,
he's got
it's
it.
just
Yeah.
my parents collected them all, and they're from like the 1917s, so they're actual silver in them. No, on eBay
Okay.
you can sell them for a decent price.
There you go. Thor's offering to buy it from you, Mike.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, Thor? There you go, silver quarters. Yeah.
Thor needs it for the tips of his arrows.
You're probably right. The collector's value is probably more valuable, but
Diddly do.
All right.
Thor's. Let's see, what else was on the watch list today? NKLA? How'd that trade?
Yeah, I was watching that earlier.
Ugh. Yuck. That doesn't look very nice.
No, that's why I stopped watching it.
Space. Nice
The final
sell-off.
frontier.
Then kind of a comeback.
Don't say that.
These are the voyages of the Star Trek BB ship.
I got back into space.
Oh, you
I
did,
got
Brian?
added. Yeah, added back. Yeah, maybe I might have to add back more. I still, as I keep saying, it sounds like a broken record here, but I think it's going to run. It's going to run higher. So I'm going to sit on that one.
Yeah. I mean,
And I just hope they don't have like a launch where the spaceship blows up.
yeah,
Knock
that
on
could
wood.
be you.
Yeah, that could be like a one event disaster for that trade. But no, they're going to be. I think they're still tracking for later this year. They're going to be starting to take people up in space, and I know there's no shortage of people with $250,000 that are just itching to get up there and float around. Maybe Andrew's one of them. Who knows? He likes to go high places.
I think he likes the climb. The height is just the result. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, you never know.
No, maybe that's rather than blow his money on IWM shares, he'll buy a seat on the Virgin Galactic.
So
Or maybe he'll have people making money for him.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice one, Bobby.
So
Still
Dwar. Sorry if I pronounced that terribly, War. To
Yeah.
answer your question, Dar, you should email them and they should reply back to you saying that they've applied the discount code. And as long as during market hours you're using your stop, your market, or your limit, it's a lamp route that goes through. It won't say lamp technically anywhere in your screen because they did some updates to it. But at the end of the day, you can look at your commissions and you'll know that it's been applied to it. But realize that if you trade pre-market or aftermarket, you're susceptible to their actual commission fee. So you'll pay a higher commission on pre-market and post-market trades. So I typically, here I'll pull over my montage for you real quick here. As long as I don't hit anything. I just use limit, market, and stop. And as long as you use any of those, you'll get the commission rate. For your hotkeys, I use Smart L and Smart M. I know that's not what it is. It's not smart, but SMRT L and SMRT M is what I use on my hotkeys. Because the way that it works is that once they apply it, anything that just it automatically gets defaulted through that route during the trading day. That's why if you notice right here on the TIF, it has to say day. It can't say day plus. If it says day plus, you'll be stuck in a trade like I was for 2 minutes, yelling, screaming, throwing things, and not being able to get out of the trade, even though you desperately were trying to save your account. Panic button didn't work. Market orders didn't work. Nothing worked. It was terrible.
Because it said day plus, you're saying?
Yep, because it said day plus. Because
really?
the way
I always trade on day plus.
Yeah, it's just a CMEG thing.
Okay, it's a CMEG thing, right?
Yeah, it's a CMEG thing. To get there, for the commission structure that we get, that's why it has to be on day.
Right.
So, yeah, it was terrible. That is by far the worst feeling I've ever had.
When nothing will work. What the hell's going on? Why can't I get out of this?
Especially when the trade's red and going against you, and you're just like, let me out of the trade, please. Please, what am I doing wrong?
Please let me out of this nightmare.
Then thankfully I realized I had max risk controls in place, so I knew that eventually when I hit my max lot that I could lose my whole account. So
Damn.
Yeah. I did a video on that too. It was great.
Thor's riding Tesla right to the end.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, he wants to prove the 8-ball wrong here. So.
So the 8-ball said no to 1650, huh?
50.
He said don't. The 8-ball said don't count on it technically.
Okay.
So.
So there you go. So it still could do it. It's getting back up.
So basically, maybe that's the tease, right? The 8-ball can be mystical, and that means a little OP at times, right?
Oh, he had it.
It will only happen the last minute, so you couldn't count on it.
Yeah.
So Thor added at 1635. You're the man.
Oh, look at Thor. He's never afraid to do it.
Never afraid. Never afraid.
No fear.
I'm sure he probably got in at 1490. Oh, 16. Okay. I hadn't been around Thor. I just looked at the 5-minute chart and looked at the low of the day. You You are the man with
Just to
getting those.
just to be contrarian, I have taken a short on Microsoft. I managed to get a fill at 290.
Oh,
We'll see if it comes back. I'm going to give it like
let me
5
pull up the 1 minute.
5 cents. 211.90. Got a pretty good fill on that. It came up to that level a couple of times. I'm getting much more like comfortable with these weird shorts on Microsoft, I gotta say, towards the close. Let's see if I get anything out of this one. Feels a little iffy, but I'm counting now on a last minute dump.
Look at that wick just magically appear without the price action going down to it.
There we go. Come on. What have we got? We've got 5 minutes.
So
Just gonna take a-
Raz, Peter is in Microsoft to the short side.
This feels very iffy. I'm going to take a partial here at 211.70, just in case. And that would be the signal for it to go lower. Come on. It's all right, though. Green is green. So the cost of the trade is now covered. Now I can just see if it works, or if it comes back to my break even, then I'll get out. Here's the move, I think. What we got?
And
Just
we're
under
past
5
that.
minutes.
So since we got some time after the close before IBM reports and Peter's in a trade, we'll do the trade of the day after the bell. So if you want to stick around with us, we'll cover that, go into announcements, and then that should take us right into IBM's earnings for the day.
Maybe we'll get some stocks to trade as well. Opportunities.
Okay. I don't like how it's hanging out here. This is finger on the trigger. See this moving average that's coming up to it. See if we can get down to that. It's 1150. I'll take some more off. Or
Yeah, it's going opposite of the SPY. The SPY's kind of pushing down right now, so might just
yeah,
be
I
a
thought it
little
would
bit.
follow the SPY, but apparently not. It's today. It's like, you know what? I like up. Up is the direction.
Yes. Thank you, Brian.
That's Thor. He's riding it all the way.
Yep.
It's pretty close to the 1650 again. Tesla going one way, the SPY going the other.
Come on. Vengeance will be mine. Which I have no vengeance against Microsoft. I just
Yeah, you just want to make that, keep that record.
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess the record is sort of intact. I said I've taken a little partial. I mean, it won't be a red trade no matter what. So unless I really get spiked.
The
Not
Friday
gonna
you couldn't make it. I took a trade for you, just marginally green, but green just
That's
the
true.
same. Not to be denied. 3200
Okay.
seems like an area that Amazon just got to, and
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Nor
the
just
50 moving average keeps moving up. So
who's
my
really
target is closer.
taking a punt here. Taking a punt here.
so
All right, I'm
Noir,
out.
if you just take the plus off the day, you'll be good.
I'm out. All right. Well,
Let's see what Tesla's up to. Let's see. Minute and 20 seconds. See if it can push up above. See if it can get there.
The Magic 8 Ball and I are watching, Thor. With its Magic 8 eye.
There goes Amazon through 3,200. What do you think, Tesla? Good for a follow-through day tomorrow.
Oh, you saucy little... Look at that. Just had to stop me out. Now you're going down into the 50s.
The SPY is losing it here.
Microsoft. You cruel master. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
I
That's...
feel you on that, Peter. Today I had the same thing. I took a break, stopped out, it ran.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there it is.
There's the move.
See, Tesla, I think the Magic 8 Ball was correct. The Magic 8 Ball was correct.
Thor, that is your punishment for saying boo to the Magic 8 Ball.
Boom.
There's the bell. Done.
There it is.
All right.
It was
We have
right.
a winner. It was correct. Once again. This record is pretty good. I mean, it's not 100% anymore, but it's pretty darn good.
Pretty good.
Exactly. The Magic 8 Ball's only wrong when it wants to be.
Only when it wants
Problem
to
is
be.
how it is.
Only when you read it that way.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I'm eager to see the trade of the day.
all right. So today's trade of the day goes out to Colton, which was on Space of all trades here. I really like this because I felt his pain. He initially took a long on it at the open and got stopped out, but quickly got back in when he was reading the price action and the tape that he was looking at. Got some partials on the way down. Added back Thor's style on the pullback to the 9 EMA. So pretty good add there at number 3 if you look at it. And then down here, as we get down to number 4, got the double bottom going so that he exited all out of his position and then tried for a long. So in here you actually have 3 trades. A long side stopped out, a short with an add, and then a double bottom where price action wasn't going his way, so he got all out with a small win. So excellent trade to him. Very good trade. And then
Excellent. Well done.
yeah, definitely. Then for anybody that wants to submit, remember every day when you take your best trade, mark up as Colton did there with your trade management. Give us your stop, your strategy as well. That way we can talk about it intelligently. And tag at Bearbull Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT, and we'll select one. And the winner each day will be entered into the weekly contest that we will unveil on YouTube on Fridays at 12:30. And then you can also check out past trades of the day on our YouTube channel as we recap it on Friday and leave it up there for you. So that's the trade of the day. And then interesting. And then for announcements today, Peter. Oh, I guess I could talk about these, huh? Since most of them are me.
Sure. You go.
So it seems like this week's going to be might be a presentation week for everybody. Or the So Wednesday we'll be developing your edge through playbooking through your journal. So it's not a journaling class per se. It's actually the process of how to utilize your journal to test or verify what you're good at trading, or if a strategy is good at trading. So if you like Thor's strategy, you like Peter's mountain pass, you like John's break of the high of the day, this class will give you a process that you can test it out, see if it's a viable strategy that fits your personality or fits the way that you trade. You can see actual results at the end of it, and then at the very end of the class, I'll give you my actual testing of John's break of the high of the day that I did as I personalized it to myself. And there is some very interesting consistencies that came out of the two sample sets I took. I was quite surprised how they paralleled each other. So that's good. And then next week, you got Jared, who will be talking about building an option empire. So if you want to start trading options, great class. You'll have excellent there. And then next week for psychology. So we do not have any psychology seminar or webinars going this Tuesday. It'll just be next Tuesday. I'll be going over the proper psychology of trading and how to deal with uncertainty, and how you need to change how you think when you approach trading. So that'll be a good one. And then I'll turn it over to you, Peter, if you want to talk about the discount and your podcast.
Sure, you bet. So let's start with the discounts, guys. If you want to join us, there's opportunities to join us at a discounted rate. If you want to just give it a try, we'd welcome you into the room so you can see what it's like to be part of the team, to trade live with us all day, get the feedback from all your fellow members in the room, as well as support of the mentors and the moderators, and of course all of the material that we have that you can access. But just to try the chat room for a week, you can join us for $24 using the code premarket24 or even closing bell 24. Either one will work. And then you'll get access to the onboarding class. That's one of our specific classes. And then the chat room. If you're ready to join Lifetime, though, this is probably the last chance. Andrews, we're looking at changing the structure. So it'll be your last chance to get a discounted rate off of a Lifetime membership, maybe even the last chance to get a Lifetime membership at all. You want to use the code Rockies40. So that'll give you 40% off our current membership price. But you have to, it's the one-time payment option. So pick the one-time payment option, and then you can apply the code Rockies40. And as Mike mentioned, we are doing podcasts. So they're available through all your favorite podcast provider, whether you use iTunes or Overcast or Spotify, you can find it. Just look for Talk with Traders. It's a Bearable Traders production. And we got some great material out there where we talk with traders, talk with Dr. Jonathan Katz. It's a good way to, you're going for a run, put a podcast on, right? Going for a car drive, put a podcast on, right? Is a good way to get some learning while you're doing other things. So it's great material, and we invite you to visit Talk with Traders, where we post new content every second week.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter. Bobby N, great question. While we're killing time, what do you do in your journal if you thought at the time there was a good strategy, say a mountain pass, but then when you look back, it's not? I have that. I've had that happen. Ooh, it looks like IBM did report.
Yes, they did. I was watching it. It's just
going a little early on us, but
it was it reported better than expected, obviously.
Yeah, so there. I'll get back to your question in a sec, Bobby, before we get out. Let me put up. Pull over IBM's earnings and estimates so you can see what they got going on. A lot of technology companies. doing extremely well. A lot of money going into there right now. IBM's definitely going to be on my watch list for tomorrow.
Seems to be. Wow, it's just going.
Got some decent moves going on IBM. Are you in it, Brian?
I tried to get in it, trying to pull back 129.50. Didn't get a fill. Unfortunately. Now I'm just looking at it with FOMO. With FOMO in my
Looking at it with FOMO.
eyes.
FOMO eyes.
Yeah, you've got FOMO eyes.
So Rafzilla has a question. How late can you guys trade after 4? I'll turn that over to you, Brian and Peter, since I don't trade after hours.
Oh crap. Speaking of
Sounds
which,
like Peter did.
I don't actually know what the cutoff time is. Is it 7 or 9? I don't know. Sometime in the evening.
I believe it's 7 o'clock Eastern.
7? That's what I thought, yeah. I'm going to, I forgot to get out of my 10 shares of BLI.
Oh. Where is it now?
61. The spread is $3.
You don't want to do that now.
BLI.
Looks like I'm still locked in. I'll be holding it for another day. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, all you can do is put in an order to sell it 63, 64, and see if you get a fill after market.
Completely forgot about it. I was so excited about Microsoft. All right, well, we'll hang on to that for another day.
Your 10 shares.
Yeah, my 10 shares.
So Tesla is now trading at 16.57. If anyone's interested.
And Vax did a little pop as well. Somebody calling that out. Tesla broke that 1650 after hours. But the magic 8 ball was not incorrect.
No.
We did classify it as during market hours.
Yes, I did. For sure. I've learned I have to be specific.
So back to Bobby, your question. I would typically log it as how I saw it when I was trading it. So if I went in thinking that it was a mountain pass strategy, and afterwards it turned out to be something else or just was a poor strategy, I'd still log it in my journal as what I initially thought, because that is how I traded it, and I want to learn from what I saw in real time, not what I was, not when I'm Monday quarterbacking it after the fact.
That's exactly how I log mine as well. So. And for the same reasons.
Yeah. That's why the new DAS replay is so nice, right? So like on an instance like that, Bobby, you can load up the DAS replay, go back, get it to the time that you want, and then you can look at it again and see where you didn't necessarily analyze it correctly, but it really helps out, because when you look back at charts and they're stale, right? Sure, it's easy to see when they're printed and you know what's going to happen, but did the price action really provide you an opportunity to get into the trade? And sometimes it just doesn't. So IBM just keeps on going up. It really does like that.
Oh, yeah, crapola. If I can use a technical term.
Yes, it's a very, very technical term.
So you can't get DAS replay through CMEG. You gotta have DAS. you can go through and just purchase their regular simulator, which is a double the cost, or go through the IB. Is the way. One of the disadvantages of it, but
Wow.
for that would have been a nice trade at 129.50, Brian. Not to
Yeah, I
throw
know.
salt on the wound.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's a rub it in a little bit.
But,
Not
you
to
know,
Hey, Brian, sucks to be you.
sucks to be you and you're stupid.
Yeah, you
I
traded
thought
it well.
I was trying. It was kind of bouncing around there. I think, okay, I'll just wait here, see if I get a fill. Fortunately, it never didn't quite get back there.
Sometimes.
I'm looking at my journal. I really traded a lot of tickers today.
Well, I gotta run here, people. I'm actually have a dentist appointment. If I think I still have teeth. So,
Sound like you have teeth.
yeah. So yeah, it'll be. It's been a while since I've been to the dentist, so we'll see what that looks like.
Hopefully you still have teeth when you
Congratulations.
Probably, yeah. Thanks, guys. So another great day for gold and silver. Yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow morning.
Yes, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, cool. All right, guys, have a good one.
So-
Have a good one, everybody out there.
Yep, see you in the morning, Brian.
Gold. Exactly. Got the gold caps. Okay, ciao, everybody. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for Brian. That would be awesome. Brian comes
Yeah.
back with a gold grill.
Yeah, I'm like that guy
Yes.
on James Bond, right?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah. Oh, what was his character name? Jaws.
Jaws,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks.
So,
All right.
you gotta
Bye.
love it. Take care, Brian.
Jaws.
IBM still seems to be going, even though it seemed to kind of top out here. This 134.19 level.
Wow, I got a lot to journal today. It's going to be a long day. I got a
Long
meeting
journal day for you,
too.
Peter.
Yeah, well, I traded a lot of tickers. I'm surprised. I've got how many different tickers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different tickers. I did.
Yep.
Sometimes I have to think about it because I've traded a couple of both directions too. So
Not
it's like I
bad.
have about 14 trades on the day, so that's quite a few.
Nice. So, all right. Now, for everybody out on YouTube, gonna head home. So, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure having you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us, and